not. I think that's interference. Fuck them, interferers, whoever you are. Where's the lighter? I'm going to burn the sage. And do the other people's cards before I get too tired. Where's the lighter? I did have it. Oh, there it is. Right. People realise I'm on a new one. Come on. Get with the program. Get with the program. Oh, what did I do to the bubbles? What the fuck, man? There we go. Hello. Yeah, I'm sending out the telepathic signal to let the other ones know I'm on a new one. Do you know, this has been happening, right? I know that this has been happening to other people that do what I do too. So it's like, because I'm here to lift people's energy, and specifically the twin flames that are maybe just obviously letting stress get to them at some point. This is interference, so. And again, look at this. I think that's done, don't you? I think that's done. I think we need to, it still works. I think we need to find a new bit. It's because, right, I got the wee bunch, because I always, for like fucking 7 years until last year, I used to burn it like that, just wee bits, because it lasts longer, right? Because you should do that with Palo Santo, by the way, because that's really, like, they're running out of that, you know, because whatever those trees, I don't know the technicalities, but I just remember it's like, you should use that sparingly, you know. But basically, with the sage, I bought the wee bunches, which I like because they look good. They're aesthetically pleasing, right? But we respect the sage because it's powerful. So even this little mighty bit is protecting. I've done this before I came on, but it's just because of the... Yeah. I'm telling you, it's just a lot of stuff going on in the world. That's very general, isn't it? But there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. But there's a lot of union energy. And, yeah. The bad people of the world, to simplify it, do not want twin flames coming together. They don't. But fuck them, it's happening. Right, so, but when? We don't know when. Right, so. Actually, though, to be fair, I think I'm saying that for a reason. Wait a minute, who was next? Who the fuck was next? Where's that thing? The collective energy before I came on, it's a mixed bag. The videos I've done earlier, which you're not going to see now, so I'll just recap it. It was like, there's definitely a whole collective of people that are in the middle of waking up, and they're in other relationships, basically. So again, that's really difficult, probably doesn't cut it. And again, I know, to be honest with you, the people that I've worked with one-to-one have actually already been through this. You know, so you might still be in something karmic, and I don't expect people to comment on this bit, but you'll know who you are. And, you know, things are moving, or people are actually out of these situations, but there's a whole wave of new people that are just waking up. And, you know, yeah, they could be in a long-term relationship, or like even a marriage and stuff, and kids could be involved and all that. But yeah, because I keep pulling cards about, like, the person knowing. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, and it's just like, why do I keep pulling these cards? And again, and also because I watched that, oh god, I've got to be careful when I'm being confident. So I don't think I've published that yet. Did I talk about that shitty film that I caught? And again, it just triggered the fuck out of me. Has anyone got Sky Movies? Because that's why I talk about, you know, I talk about films all the time anyway. By the way, can I just check? I need to just go off camera a little bit. This bra has been it keeps falling down, and it's, as long as it's covering the, you can't see that anyway. I was about to say something there. I don't know if you could kind of work out what I was going to say, but you can't see anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it's bothering me because it's very uncomfortable. TMI, I know, but that's ADHD. Oh yes, I was talking about ADHD. I was fucking helping people and they chucked me off. They cut me off when I was talking about ADHD. See, I kind of, you know, some people would be like, oh, maybe I'm not meant to. I think that's the way I'm meant to go. I seriously think I'm either meant to be doing focused things. That's funny. Focused things for ADHD. Come on, that's banter. Yeah, I can say that when I've got it. It's like, a focused thing for people with ADHD, like a playlist, or just have another fucking channel for the ADHD, but it comes up that much. It's like, fucking hell, do you know what I mean? It's like, I really do, you know, because I know it seems like I'm all over the fucking place in here, and I'm not gonna lie, right, I'm a bit of a hot mess sometimes, you know what I mean? Apparently I'm a literal hot mess. I'm not at the end of the day, I'm not. But I love myself unconditionally. I've got any lipstick on my teeth for that. I'll just add the lip gloss here. But, what the fuck was I going to say? See what I mean? I wish it was Leo Moon every day. I'm so fucking happy in Leo Moon. Why isn't it Leo Moon every day? Who is a Leo Moon? One of my best, probably my best friend these days. One of my best friends is Leo Moon. And I'm sure a kid in my life's a Leo Moon. Oh yeah, a wee girl I babysat a couple of times, she was a Leo Moon. And it was so funny, because I think I said that, like when I looked at her chart, I was laughing when I said, her mum doesn't know much about astrology, and I was like, that's why she loves me and I love her. It's like, they're just, she had the Leo Moon. Right, so, are we good to go? Right, we're good to go. So, when I itch my nose, that's the loved ones in spirit. Right, seriously, where's the wee list? No, so ADHD, like, seriously, I'm being serious. If people are suspecting they've got it, or you know that you've got it, or because a lot of the sessions that I've had this year of late, like, you know, it's happened a lot, but a lot of the times when certain people get drawn to me, that is the main cause of what is causing them to be very stressed and upset and down. Is I can pinpoint it to be, yes, ascension symptoms, there I can't stop hiccuping, ascension symptoms, twin flame journey, all that, because actually that isn't for that person because she's in union, but it's like, it's, you know, it's just that, yeah, all this accumulation of overwhelm. So this is usually a lot of the times what I'm helping people with on sessions, so just letting you know if that's you. Because a lot of people with ADHD, dyslexia and all this dyspraxia and all that, you know, are actually really quite psychic in that too. We're tapped into another realm, guys, so don't let other people tell you it's a disability. Do you know what I mean? It's my life got better when I realised I had these things. After being very fucking angry that I didn't know, kind of thing, but it's a normal part of it. Right, okay, so where the hell's the list? Oh right, here it is. So I done Nathan's, right, Charlotte. Charlotte will be worth the wait, because there was a whole lot of fucking interruptions. Right, let me see, sorry. So, mugwort is the English version of sage. Is there a different one for Scotland? Mugwort is the English version of sage? Charlotte, I don't know the answer to that. Because you know what I mean? Like, sage doesn't originate from Scotland kind of thing, so is it not just completely different? I don't know where sage originates from. Maybe I should know that, but I don't know the answer to that. But I have heard of mugwort. I've actually got a deck. I never use that. Maybe I should run through get that. Do you know what? I'm going to go and get that deck. I've got a herbal deck. I love that, and it's got it in it. Maybe we're meant to read it. Wait a minute. Don't let me forget to do that, because I've done that in a recorded video. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to pull a random page out this finance book, and I fucking ended the video. I was like, whoops. And I will find those cards. Pray for me now, everyone, please, because like I said, this is a prayer circle too, right? It's just praying in my own way, because I'm not even kidding that. This is how I pray. I just ask them very quickly and they get to work. So, but please could you help me find those fucking cards so that I could do the reading that everyone voted for? Thanks. I feel strongly that you can help me heal myself, Claire, because you already have. Oh, thank you very much, Nathan. I can help you heal yourself, because that is what I'm here to help people do. Hold space for you to heal yourself. Right, yeah, I find it. My life's insane. Let me just say that, and I have lived a little bit. Glad to hear it. You know, that you've lived. And if your life's insane, I hear you. Me and my twin have ADHD and dyslexia. All right, so yeah, I read that bit. Thank you for sharing that, Nathan, because you won't be alone out there. You're amazing. Thank you. You're amazing. I'm married and had 2 kids with a Leo, but he was never right. I take it you're not with him anymore. Oh my God. I'm assuming he's not sitting next to you and you're saying like, sorry if I said that out loud and he wasn't even here. Awkward. She's only joking. I'm reading out someone else's. I didn't say your name either. So as long as the phone is... That's too much. Right. I'm going to get those herbal cards, right? Because I trust that Charlotte said that for a reason. So hang on. Right. Oh my god. A magical thing has just happened. There was a random tarot card just sitting face down and they were like, pick that up, it's the fucking sun. It's the fucking sun! Here comes the sun, little... Is it baby or darling? Whatever it is. Look. Oh my god, they're probably going to be like, too much nakedness. But yes, this is about children. Leo moon, children, inner child. So, inner child healing, healing the inner child wounds, or your inner child's feeling pretty happy. I'm in the inner child pretty happy today. Sometimes I'm in the inner child wounds bit, you know what I mean? That's how life goes. So I hope yous are in the happy. And that's why I'm on here, to spread some of the joy. Bring on the sun indeed. Right, so Charlotte, would you like one of these? I'm glad you said that, by the way, thanks. Because, well, for fuck's sake, if I can get them out. Because it was, I love these cards. But I just, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. It's like, unfortunately, it's really bad, isn't it? But it's like, I've got so many that, like, you know, my Sag Moon just went OTT with a Jupiter, which is why I'm being extra today, by the way, because it's a Thursday, and Jupiter rules Thursday. And it's, yeah. I love me some cards, and I forget about them. So yeah, would you like one of these? Let's see. So imagine, oh my god, how freaky will that be if I pull out mugwort for you? I'll be like, what the fuck? I'd Zoom with you, Claire, anytime that works for you. It would be rather lovely to chat with you one-to-one. Yes, I really look forward to talking to you as well. So just email me. By the way, if any of you email me and I haven't emailed back, like it's 100% full now. But the emails do seem to be still coming through. And I'm not even going to bother saying I'm going to delete them soon because, I mean, I will. I'm going to have to. I mean, I need to. Do you know what I mean? It's not good for... Yeah, this is not good. But it's just so fucking boring. I'm sorry, that's what it is. I just don't... It's boring. I don't want to do it, but I will do it. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Just email me and just let me know when you're available and then we can see what matches up for me. But let's just do that and then... Right, okay, so what have we got for Charlotte? Wow us. Is it mugwort? And if it's not mugwort, make it be something she needs to hear and everyone else hear. 2 came out. We've got Yarrow and we've got Valerian. Oh, I like saying that. Valerian, Dandelion, Perseverance in the bottom. So I'll just go and read mugwort as well, but let's read what these say. So we've got Pocket of Protection and Release Rigidity. So we'll see what this is all about. Right, so Pocket of Protect. How do I find that page? Oh, I love this woman. She put the page numbers on the card. Fuck's sake, I love that. That's quite unique. When I make my cards, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put them... kind of ruins it, doesn't it? But it is helpful. She must be a Virgo. It kind of ruins the look of the card. It doesn't really, though. So, like, it doesn't ruin the look. See what I mean? It's at the bottom. Page. I've never seen that before. Very helpful. Right. 108. 108 is a number of abundance to me. And many others. So, just putting that out there. Right, so in older times, Yarrow travelled with warriors while her official job was staunching wounds, keeping the insides in and the outsides out. Her presence brought bravery to the soldiers she kissed. You've been kissing soldiers out there, Charlotte? Or maybe you're going to be? Today she... What is this Leo energy, by the way? I'm sorry, I'm not like this every day. I can't help it. It's because I channel the energy. I'm like, fucking hell. And it matches up with the shorts. It's hilarious. Because I kept pulling the cards with the couple that are doing all sorts on that card. Today she has much the same task. Yarrow assists you in keeping your boundaries, whether physical, emotional or spiritual. She creates personal pockets of protection so you can slow down, gather your strength and find your courage. Yarrow reminds you that boundaries are not just for keeping the outside from coming in, but also for keeping yourself from leaking out, letting thought and emotions run rampant in the world. Oh my god, that's so in line with astrology for today. Yeah. The Leo moon, and yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, there could be definite emotions splurging all over the place today. Extra, you know, Leo brings the drama as well. Again, it is my favourite moon, but it is dramatic. Like, I mean, I'm being extra dramatic on it. But remember, I always, if you're new, I'm always dramatic on a live. Not always. Not when I do it, like, you know, when I get in the routine of doing it day by day, which I liked because I was doing old lady mode for a while, you know, which Nathan seems to activate in me as well, I would say. As well as just when I talk for ages, I go into old lady mode because I get tired. But usually, if I haven't done one for a while, I'm like this because it's just all the energy is like, you haven't spoke for 3 weeks and now it's just all the words coming. It's not quite that bad, I mean. But then my mum really would be allowed to call me a recluse, do you know what I mean? So, Yarrow reminds you that boundaries... Oh, I just read that bit. Yarrow will create a bubble of protection, a bit of a sacred space. Oh, and I called that this earlier. Within which you can regroup, regenerate, and recreate yourself. Oh, right. Oh, there's a little ritual, guys. We're going to do a little closing the eyes and opening them again. Have you ate your tea, Charlotte? Can we do this? Just saw an 8 in the bubbles too. Oh, I love it. Some 8 abundance and personal power. Right. So, re-establish your personal space. So, for some reason, Charlotte was meant to say that, so that I went and got these cards so that we all done this. So, thank you, Charlotte, and let's do this. So, everybody close your eyes again if you want to, or do it later. You do you. In order to ask Yarrow to hold a little space for us, we need to know what space we're asking her to hold. So close your eyes and pretend you're inside a glass bubble. Oh my god, you just can't. I never knew as Claire, but they knew. I love it. Close your eyes. Yeah, I've asked people to close their eyes. So you're inside a glass bubble. Some people would call this glass bubble your aura. You can think of that or stick with glass bubble. If that's more comfortable for your mind, run your fingers along the inside of your bubble, feeling the edges of your body's energy. Danae, I hope you're doing this. You're laughing emojis. You should have your eyes closed. So yeah, I've done this before. So seriously, it is, again, like I do things like this every day. But just imagine you're in a bubble or some kind of cave or whatever, right? But the bubble. We'll go the bubble because of the bubbles thing, right? I don't always choose this filter, but I do quite a lot. So just imagine that you're scanning that glass bubble that you're in, right? I don't know why I'm showing you because you should have your eyes closed and I'm actually doing it with my hands. That's funny. And run your fingers along the inside of your bubble. So imagine yourself doing that, right? Some people will have issues with that because they're like, Claire, I can't imagine myself doing that. Just try your fucking best, okay? You can actually use your hands if you just do whatever. Just do whatever. Willingly suspend your disbelief and trust your fingers. Oh, she was on the same vibe as me. Yeah, so just get into that. Because look, this is the way the world's going, right? Seriously, I mean, obviously, this is what I do for myself. This is what I've done for myself since a little girl when my mum told me, imagine the white light around me whenever I felt worried or anything. And it works. I just sort of made it more complex as I got older. But when I tell you, I say, you know, like, I'm not kidding, the energetic work that I've put in on my spiritual journey, but the twin flame journey, like literally I do something similar to this every single day, which is really quite similar to what I channeled at the start, because this will work stronger, you see, because I cut us off from the old earth and connected to the new earth thing. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't feel the effect as strongly. It's because I've been channeling that for so many years now. There's a lot of weight and a lot of energy behind it, and especially those that have heard me say that much, you'll just be used to it, you know, and you can, you know, and you'll, yeah, anyway, I get what they're saying, you'll connect it more, but, and I'm going to get you to open your eyes in a minute, but yeah, just get used to doing something like that, and especially if you feel like there is a lot of stress around you, because there's a theme about stress clearly with the personal messages, and it's for people collectively too. You need to start imagining some kind of bubble around you, or like you say, a cloak or something like that, and it's just really symbolic of this is my, it's like that Dirty Dancing, this is my dance space and this is your dance space. You don't go into mine and I don't go into yours, whatever it is they say on that. Do you know what I mean? But what I would say is a very wise person in my life once told a story, and it did connect to me, was, and actually, again, I'll keep it, I mean, I always keep it anonymous anyway, but yes, I'm keeping it anonymous, it doesn't matter, but it was, the story went somewhere along the lines of, they done that from a young child as well. And, you know, daily were keeping themselves in that protective bubble. And it was actually when they were guided to stop putting the protective bubble around them that, oh, hello, who are you? Twin flame, seriously. So there is food for thought there a little bit, that if you are kind of like this, I don't like the word spiritual, but they're making me say it loads today. And I know people have still got their eyes closed, so just listen, you know, just listen to the words and I'll get you open your eyes in a minute, if I remember, I'm joking. There is something about, if you are the kind of divine feminine energy and you are really quite spiritual, regardless your gender, don't close yourself off from the matrix or the material world, you know, so much that they can't find you. Like, seriously, because you're in your own wee bubble, like, quite literally. Do you know what I mean? So there's something in that. I don't know who needs to hear that, but there is something in it, because I remember when I heard that, it did speak to me, but I still keep myself in a bubble. I'm like, listen, it's fine, still find me. Somehow. But no, like, seriously, I kind of do a bit of both. So if you feel like there's a lot of people around and you need to protect your energy, put the bubble up, right? If there's kind of nobody about and you're like, listen, I'm cool, I'll put the shield or the bubble up if I feel like I need to come out the bubble. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I'm channeling this. I don't know who it's for, but it's going to make sense to who it needs to. So, because I spoke for a wee bit long, I'm actually just going to read what this says, and then I'm going to count us out. I know it wasn't that long, but trust me, some people really just, as soon as they hear my voice, kind of get a bit too floaty. Is your bubble smooth and whole, or are there areas that feel in need of shoring up? Don't ask me what shoring means. I've no idea, and I've not got my other phone to see. I'm imagining like a plaster or something going, I mean, it must mean like, you know, does it need fixed or something? I don't know. If you feel a gap in your bubble, your aura, call on Yarrow to help you recreate the boundaries of your personal space. So we're just calling on the energy of Yarrow, whatever Yarrow is, it's a plant, to just seal your bubble off with wherever there's, and again, I know it seems like I'm joking, but this is my, you know, whether you want to call it just massage moon humor or the Hyoka, you know, sort of energy, that sort of trickster joker energy that I've got, this is very shamanic stuff that I'm doing. It's all about the creative mind, and it's also very hypnotherapy stuff too, but it's, and I know lots of you know this, I'm just saying that for the people that don't, just to be clear, but there's obviously something here about, some of you have let other people's stuff get to you too much. So just whether you like the visual of the bubble and we've actually got the literal visual, but you know, just try to sort of get a feeling of, or another one, right, is like, right, I'm going to do this here, right, I want people to actually get your physical hands, right, your literal hands, and I want you to just sort of like hold them above your head. So wait a minute. I need to bring you out of this now. Right, I'm going to count from 10 to 1, and when I get to 2, you're going to think about opening your eyes, and when I get to 1, you're going to open your eyes, wide awake, wide awake. Lots of people wouldn't need me to do that, but I'm just going to do that. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, think about opening your eyes, 1, opening your eyes, wide awake, wide awake. Right, just in case anybody was going a bit sleepy. Right, put your hands above your head like this, right, and just sort of feel if you can feel that buzzy sort of energy feeling. I swear, I think they're moving. I know that they're moving me into wanting to be doing workshop, like, you know, like obviously Zoom stuff. I mean, I've done that. You know, I've done this. I'm not new to that, but I haven't done it for a while. But it's like, yeah, they're guiding me. I think they want me to do in-person stuff, which I'm not really too happy about. But I knew anyway. Whatever. But like, just feel above your head, you know, that is your aura, and just like sort of gauge what's going on. Like for me, I can feel a lot of activity here because I'm channeling the energy, and it's like there's, but just, and what I kind of want to get a sense of, right, is I want you to specifically tune in to, can you feel anywhere, particularly at the back of your head, like if you're going like that with your hands, can you feel, is there any sort of, anywhere that's pulling you in, like any kind of headachy pain, or I don't know, like any sort of pressure or anything that anybody feels at the head? If not, that's good, but just tell me if you do sort of feel, again, it's a bit harder when I'm actually not homing in on someone, but because basically what I'm getting at is if you kind of, if it doesn't kind of feel like, basically if you start to feel like you've got a bit of a headache or something, because when you're specifically doing this, when I'm saying to them, right, show the people out there that are watching this right now live or on the replay, get them to tune in to whether there's any sort of wee, and it won't be like a pain that comes on and stays, it'll just be, feels painful, headachy on the left hand side. Right, I'm glad I was patient there because I could feel someone was going to say it. Right, so basically, right, what I would say about that is, if any of you, because again, thank you Charlotte, and again, you're one of the people, like what I said about Lexi as well, that it's good when people do share, because there'll be other people that are watching this and they want to know what that's about. So I would say that basically if you did sort of sense some sort of pain there, it could, you know, it could be for, you know, that there's been a lot going on and you've soaked up other people's energy, all that stuff, right? Because that's originally what that card does, but now I'm tapping into some other sort of healing. To me, it's like, that's like when you've got like some kind of energetic attack. It doesn't really surprise me that it's you that's saying that, Charlotte, because, you know, that's what I've been getting. So I wouldn't be surprised if you've been one of the people that have been getting that too. When did I not get it? But do you know what I mean? It's been particularly like quite strong. And again, I think it is to do with these unions that are coming in, even if it isn't our unions that are anywhere soon, you know, because you let go of that, it's like, it's just, it's happening. So that's fine. So all it is it's just, because we've now sort of located that, and as long as, if you're, wait a minute, what's the left side? If you're okay with me just sort of tuning into you personally, because you're the one that said it, and then I'm just going to kind of keep my hand on my left. I'm trying to work this out. It doesn't really matter if I've done it wrong, because they'll just use me to do it for you. But I'm just going to keep my hand here, saying that it's you. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, yeah, you could do it for yourself too, but I tend to feel with stuff like this, right, it's the way that I've always been taught this, is that it's like, you know, when it's at the back of the head especially, or the back of the body, it's because like, it's like somebody's literally stuck the knife in, you know, like if you felt it in your back, or, and think about that, did I share that? So I'm keeping my hand there and I can actually feel that getting hot. Did I share that card where it was like, oh, I did, didn't I? It was pretty dark, that, fucking hell. Redemption, atonement, twice. But it was like, you know, you seen the, you know, all the knives in the person's back. So it's, you know, I'm not saying it's that bad, but it's like, you know, it is, when I feel it at the head, it's like someone's talking about you. That's basically what I'm saying. So whether it's you, Charlotte, or anyone else, it's like, yeah, it's something like that, and we don't bother about it. It's just kind of like something, some kind of, you know, some kind of something at you. So we're just clearing that. People, if someone just came on, I'd be like, "What the fuck's she doing? She could have brushed her hair when she got off." But yeah, I'm just getting rid of the hoocha. That's shit, basically, to translate. Right, I'm just gonna. So it's like I'm even getting this feeling of like, I don't even really think so much that it's someone bitching Charlotte. Charlotte, every now and again I tune into this for you. I swear this is from these fucking business groups or something. This is kind of the world that I met Charlotte in, and I'm fucking out here. Folk are fake as fuck. And Charlotte's a warrior for still hanging around. It's like, but seriously, it's something like it's like that kind of feeling that it's like, you know, when someone's a bit condescending, like, so it's almost like, I feel like it's like something like you've kind of shared some kind of idea, and then it's like somebody's kind of said something back to you to be like, oh yeah, that's cute, but it'd be better if you do this. Do you know what I don't know if they actually said it like that. But it's like, and I mean, again, I'm not thinking this would be future, although I do tap into past, present, future. I'm not feeling it would be future because I'm clearing it now, but fucking hell, you never know. Because that time really doesn't exist. Let me know if this is weird, if it's something that hasn't happened yet. But it's like, yeah, it's something like that. So it could even be ages ago, you know. It could be ages ago, but it's something, it's just, we don't need to know. This is what I mean. This is the magicalness of this kind of, and Charlotte knows that, but this is the kind of magicalness of this stuff. We don't actually need to know. But it's just something at some point someone has said to you, and actually you were onto something, and it's like somebody's cut whatever. It's like somebody's cut some kind of stream of consciousness that was coming into you. And then it's like, you know, it's like somebody pissed on your parade. So whatever that was a unique idea that was coming down to Charlotte from the heavens, it was a good idea that somebody's... Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like they've fucking chopped your bolt of lightning or something, or I don't know. We're just... And just keep energies like that away. Doesn't mean you can't interact and stuff in these sort of things. But it's don't go the antisocial way of me. But actually, I've you know, I was on a webinar thing the day. I'm getting into the Gemini thing. I'm like, oh fucking, you know, I'm on a webinar, so I don't need to talk. But then I'm like, actually, I do want to talk. It's just, I want to talk on this. And then sort of I'm like, no, I don't want to talk. You know what I mean? But yeah. So you can be in these environments where we're just sort of creating that shield around you that things like that can't influence you. Yeah, I don't know. Right, okay, so let's go into the next one. I knew we were going to do random. It's fun though. We're just doing random stuff. So release rigidity. What's this about? Page 72. I'm loving that she put the page numbers on there. It's a bit... That wasn't what you said, was it? Hawthorne. Oh, I like the picture though. Look at that. Loving it. Very solstice. Summer solstice isn't too far away. I've got hiccups. Page 72. Right. Valerian stands tall in the garden, her stem stiff to compensate for a hollow core. But don't let her upright stance fool you. Valerian dreams of being a cat. In her efforts to become more mammalian, she's evolved an animal-like oil that acts as a perfume to those with feline proclivity? What in the fuck? Proclivities? Don't know what that means. While smelling like sweaty gym socks to the rest of us. Why a cat, you ask? Valerian's been watching felines and has come to the gleeful conclusion that cats are rather shameless and more content because of it. She asks you to aspire to a life free of flagellation. Oh, just stop. Stop with the big words late at night. And daily digressations. Valerian begs you to relax your armoured body, your stiff thoughts, your rigid emotions, and then join her for a shameless afternoon nap. Oh, I will be resting after this. It says rest. Valerian wants only one thing from you, an afternoon nap. Right, so Charlotte, clearly you need a good night's sleep too, like me and the rest of us. An afternoon nap, especially if you have the idea that naps are lazy, languorous. What in the hell, man? Listen, I like to think I know I've got dyslexia, but that's not how my dyslexia works. My dyslexia only really shows up if I was in an exam and I had to, like, you know, I was under a time pressure and I'll spell the same word like 5 different ways. Seriously, it's so fucking weird. But the rest of the time, I'm actually a very good speller. and it really annoys me when I spell things wrong. But some of these words just, yeah, they do be getting me, and I don't know why it annoys me. Langurious, I don't know what that is. Or too luxurious for you to indulge in. Find a sunny spot and curl up for 10 to 20 minutes. So did you enjoy the sun today? If you didn't get a bit of that sun today, I feel you're being urged to give yourself some permission to enjoy some of the sun. Find a sunny spot and curl up for 10 to 20 minutes, which is the ideal length of time for napping because it allows your body to deeply relax without your mind dropping into REM sleep. And so it says, research has found that when we're left to our own devices, humans do a big sleep at night and a second shorter sleep in the afternoon. So not napping is actually unnatural. You're hardwired for an afternoon siesta. If you know you're going to have a late night, preemptive napping for up to 2 hours is the way to go. Oh, I totally love to do that. If I know that there is, like, I don't know, that I'm going to need to be up for some reason, which I don't really love to do. Sometimes I do a reason for that. Then I love a wee nap. I just love a nap anyway. And as with all things, one size does not fit all. Some people are simply not good nappers. Listen to your body. And it says exploring shame. So this is going to be this must be, everybody needs to hear this. So some people are so serious and I have to watch for dropping into it rather than embracing my fun and visions. Yeah, maybe that's what it is, It's like maybe someone's just, yeah, it's like maybe just trying to, I don't know, you'll know, but it's something like that. This is always exciting, the tales told in these streets. Nathan, keep it coming. I love the input. I've been tired this week, almost fell asleep before the school run this afternoon. It'll be the heat, Charlotte. Like, how hot is it there? Because like I say, like, I'm like, oh, fucking hell, man. Because remember last summer, like, I mean, and that makes me angry when I think about that. I was sitting here fucking channeling Twin Flame fucking Union coming tomorrow, yesterday, all that pish. And I mean, it probably did happen for some folk out there, but it was like, I was sitting here sweating my it was just, I'm not doing that again all summer. I'm not fucking sitting here channeling these, no. I'll not be out there either. I don't know where I'll be. I'll be sitting in a fucking bath of ice or something. Probably will be here channeling a union soon, fuck knows. But with the fans on. It was like, my mum was like, why have you got these fans? I was like, because Rona, it will get hot again before you know it. And, I was like to my mum, I was like, see, they were a good investment. And they weren't even a lot, remember? Fucking brilliant. I've still got the one over there and I've got the ones in my room. They're great. I'll be getting another one too for the kitchen because they weren't a lot. Like, I think it was like, I think the ones in my bedroom are like a tenner, and then the other copper one or something is like something like that too. So it's like, it's like, remember I said that at the time? People will be like, oh, I'm not going to get it because the summer won't last that long. Like, especially in Scotland, or not England, that doesn't count. You just get fucking, I couldn't deal with that heat. But again, that's how we got it. In Scotland, we got the kind of heat that you get all the time, and I did not fucking like, I hated it. But I embraced it today, god damn it. I've got the fucking summer clothes on, Right, okay, so I've no shame for napping these days. Good. It wasn't too hot today. Yesterday was warmer. I need to, but what was it? So was it not? I mean, what's not warm to you? It was 18 here. 18's warm. Was it? I looked like the Joker there when I done that. Look. Sorry, I'm just saying, but I just noticed. It's like, what is my mouth doing? Did I put that over? But oh fuck, I don't even care, man. It kind of reminds me of, like, like my mum's pissed. It reminds me of what her lipstick does. I'm not pissed, like, but I'm just saying. I'm pissed on the channel. Time to go. I'm delirious. Right, so I'm probably dehydrated. Exploring shame. Oh, this will be fun. This old helmet. Are you like a real person with a funny name, or are you a troll? I mean, should I read out what he said? Do we hang around to find out? I mean, I kind of feel that's, yeah, okay. Thanks for that information, very helpful. Okay, now. Right, so, and it's at shame as well, hilarious. No idea, I wasn't sweating all day. Alright, okay, so, shame is, that's how you know it's too hot. Shame is the feeling you get when you behave in a way that's antithetical to your ideals. Why are they doing this to me today? We've all experienced big shames, necessary learning moments that allow us to fine-tune our moral compass. But when we allow our thinking to become overly rigid or self-righteous, we create a million corrosive small shames. Think about when you last felt ashamed. What ideal did you not quite live up to? These are big questions, everyone, so really tune into these. And if you're wanting to go into the blame game, we can blame Charlotte, because she's the reason why I'm reading these cards. I'm only joking. Because I really am joking. Again, I really am. And I don't like jokes like that, so I don't know who's influencing my humour. But I'm joking because I don't believe in blame. Like, there's no point in blaming yourself, and there's no point in shaming others. And I think that is something that really needs to be spoken about on the twin flame journey, because you could, you really could give your twin flame a really hard time for taking a long time for this to happen, for some people's situations. But everything happens when it's meant to, you know what I mean? So whoever needs to hear that. Right, so looking back, was your shame attached to unnecessarily rigid thinking? And again, I'm saying that not just for, that is also for, because like I say, most of the people that get help from me are like the twin that has been in other things that then wakes up and it's like, I'm not happy. You know what I mean? So, forgive yourself. You know what I mean? And then do something about it, when you will do it in your own time. Looking back, was your shame attached to unnecessarily rigid thinking? So again, that can come like from, often being too hard on yourself. It can come from like either a parent that was too hard on you. And again, we don't blame the parents either. I mean, I blame the parents. But it's kind of like, again, that often will come from their parents and their parents, you know what I mean? And so on. But again, you don't want to go too thing with that too, because it reminds me of that, again, I haven't watched them lately, but I do, that guy that I'd mentioned that I watched the interview, I like the stuff that he says, because like he's kind of more the other way about like, stop forgiving everybody for everything, because some people, it is toxic as fuck, you know what I mean? It's like whoever that is in your life, and that's why I like to bring the balance of it. It's, you've got to go by unique cases, but don't let everybody off with fucking everything. If somebody has been horrible to you and they're consistently treating you like crap, whoever it is in your life, whether it be friends, family, lovers, get out. You know what I mean? Leave the situation. Like, you deserve better than that. But it's really difficult, because if you've been used to abusive situations, that is safety to you, ironically. You know what I mean? I'm simplifying it a bit, but and I think people just need to hear it a lot, because it's not conscious. You're like, that doesn't make any fucking sense, but it's like, it's somewhere stored in you. You're telling yourself you're not good enough, so you'll repel people that are going to shower you with love. And again, I say it all the time, and I know I get like a broken record, but it's true. It's heartbreaking. I am used to it. Like, to be honest with you, I am really used to it now, and I've had to create really, really, that's why my boundaries have been the tightest they've ever been this year. Towards the end of the year, but definitely this year, because of what always happens to me. But it's like, because I do attract a lot of people that, my personal life as well, that it's like, they're not used to that. Basically, I'm very loving. And I was thinking about this yesterday, that it's like, I don't know. That actually makes me want to cry a little bit. Uh-oh, I'm going to cry. I didn't see this on a Leo moon. I don't know how to not be like that. Is this mine? Is this someone's on the streams? I don't know how to not love people. Even when they've been horrible. Even the people that I don't want anywhere near me in my life, like karmic, like I don't know how to. That's obviously not about them though, do you know what I mean? But like, what I'm meaning is, it's like, until those people are not in my life anymore, it takes a lot for me to break away from people like that. And so you can imagine if I actually do have, and I'm not talking about, obviously it goes, that goes without saying, but if I have love, like, just love for a person, but I can feel this isn't good for me and it's not good for them. It is, you know, it's hard for me not to care. Like, I'll not put myself, like, I'll not pander and chase people if they, you know, go a bit weird on me. But, so, you know, just add the complexity of, you know, that's why I understand people in the, you know, in twin flame situations, because it is, by the way, I know, like, because it's kind of going now, I need to write the lighter. Like, I know it's like, you know, because it can pull on your heartstrings. You're like, oh, Claire, it's like, you know, there are stuff that could trigger that for me, but it just fucked off. So I feel I'm picking up on someone on here. It's like, but it's because I do get it. It's because I do get it. I'm not there now, but I do get it. It's like, they were saying, give it to me how you said it to me yesterday, because it made sense. It's kind of that feeling of, you know, like, if you can observe yourself being a bit of a mug. And so you should put a wee bit more of a not giving a fuck mode, or, like, I suppose, like, if when it comes to, like, relationships and that, like, if someone's fucking you over, you should go and fuck them over. Like, a lot of people, and again, that is so not my style, trust me. So, and, you know what I mean? It's like, that's what that can bring out in people. But you only have that if you have that because others done it to you, or it was modelled to you that fuck them over before they fuck you over. And that's what I'm tapping into for me. You know, it's quite interesting because for me, it's friendships. I'm not going to lie, it's friendships where that happened to me the most. That it's like people can only have a friendship with me for so long, and it's like they've not had that kind of unconditional love, and then it's like they have to just, it's too much and they have to go. And that's what I was getting upset about. It's like, how can I stop loving people? You know what I mean? Like, how, you know, yeah. And I get it. I think it's just who I'm here to be. Like, it was channeled to me in a shamanic circle once, that, and it really strongly resonated, and my friends that were there at the time too. It was like, you know, Claire, yeah, people do fuck you over all the time. They do. And you forgive them because you're here, you know, to teach people about compassion. So you're betrayed, you know what I mean? And it was just, it was along those lines, and it was fucking spot on. I was sobbing. It's fucking annoying, you know what I mean? I'm just sick, so anyway. Thanks for letting that out. Again, it was a wee bit of mine, but I'm telling you, that was fucking someone on here too, but we might never know. Right, so, moving on. Right, let's... I know I've buried it. Oh, Nathan, is it you? Nathan, I've just seen your name first. I'm blaming you. I picked up on your status. Again, stop making me say blame, because we're not about blame and shame, and we just read the thing about shame. Did we read it all before I got upset? Oh my god, look. Is there a way to be kinder while still being true to yourself? That was the next thing. And it's like, you just saw me do it to myself, because it's like, what I just done was self-soothe myself in front of you. And sorry if you've heard this chat before, but once upon a time, I would have right now, I don't think maybe I did do it on, yeah, I probably did do it on lives. Yeah, I would have done it on, on Facebook Lives, I would have done it, because I was still in my training and I was still going through, like, I mean my counselling training, like, where I went through my dark night of soul and everything. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I used to cry and I'd be like, bogies, tears, do you know what I mean? That's who I was, seriously. And all the way through my counselling training as well. Like, and there was a lot of fucking shit stuff happened to me, and I couldn't fucking, like, that's how I used to cry. Like, that was me, right? And anyway, but what I'm saying is, now I don't, like, I could get quite upset and I had to my breath, but that is because I've learned how to self-soothe. So I'm not stopping myself to cry. I've learned how to self-soothe. And so again, I don't know who needs to hear that, but somebody does need to hear that. If you do cry like that, it's just, it's trapped trauma and emotions, and, you know, and things like that. So, because like I always say, one of the main things I'm here to do is, like, to empower your inner child. You know what I mean? Because that's what I've done, and that's what I do. And I still have to hold the parts of my inner child, inner teenager, inner adult that's been hurt by people, you know what I mean? Inner adult? I just made up a new thing. You know what I mean? I'm an adult. Fucking else. You know what I mean? I just think of myself as a kid. Right, so, like fucking whatever the equivalent of Peter Pan is, Hook. I watched Hook a month ago or so and it was just magic. Actually, do you know what we just done? See with when it's like imagine you're eating a turkey and that and there's the fucking nothing on the table. That's like the bubble thing. Like that's someone needs to watch Hook. It's magical. There's loads of things in that. I can't think what else now. Channeled about it at the time. I know I've buried emotions when it comes to my twin. More shadow work is needed. Yes, shadow work never fucking stops, Nathan. But although we are in a bit of a time of, it's difficult, right? Because divine masculine energies, especially newly awakened ones, or, you know, ones, when I say newly, I mean ones that are kind of in the last 6 months to, I think we'll cap it a year. That's what the class is doing. Are working through stuff that they pushed down and not faced. And it's kind of like, you know, shadow work never really stops, but really it is, you know, we're in the summer, we're in the sunlight, and it's like, yes, there's dark times in the world, but if you've done a lot of shadow work, you've done a lot of work on yourself, you should have these moments of elation and joy, and like as happy as what I felt today, and I've not got a fucking reason for it. Do you know what I mean? You don't need a reason. Yeah. So whoever needed to hear that, right? So I don't know how to heal my trauma. I have been through, well, but first of all, right, it's like anxiety. Sorry, I'm like going in this big fucking, like, I'm just letting it all flow. I'm not sorry, but I'm just letting it all flow. I know that I always do that, but it's probably because I've not been on here for ages. What I used to say about anxiety, and I still say it, is that, like, see when you're like, oh, I've got anxiety, I used to say to a friend of mine in the past, like, don't say that, you know, because it's like, if you're like, oh, my anxiety, I always just imagine somebody picking up their bag of anxiety before they leave the house, because it's like, you know, when you break it down and make it less overwhelming, which is what causes anxiety, or which is what, you know, like, trauma is not just one, you know, you can't, it's like you need to just tackle what arises, and you can't force yourself, a bit like how you can't force, you know, you can't force your twin flame or fucking anyone in your life to face them. I mean, your twin flame is a bit different because it's like, it's facing yourself too, but it's a whole other different ballgame. But it's like, you know, you can't force anyone to do the healing if they don't want to. But with twin flames as well, it's important that, like, what I was trying to say is you don't actually know that, because a lot of people say that, like, oh, my twin's not doing anything. You don't know that. Like, you don't know what they're doing. So yeah, they might be doing fuck all, but they also might be doing healing. You know, they might have been doing fuck all last week and they are now. Or they might have been doing fuck all 3 months ago and then they had a sudden awakening and they're doing, you know what I mean? So you don't know. So you shouldn't, you can wonder, believe me, you can fucking wonder, but you don't know. So it's, you know, and there's a lot of that in the collective about, there's a lot of mystery around twin flame unions, and not only the when is this going to fucking happen, but like just in the way in which you come together, your twin, anyone's true twin flame story when it's actually fucking happened is usually pretty magical, and it's always out the blue, and it's always usually when you'd fucking given up and move on with your life, you know, and that doesn't mean go and marry the bloke down the road, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's, because again, I even caught somebody saying that today, I'm just like, not that, but just, you know, well, if they're fooling around and you fool around, and it's just kind of like, it's sad, because some people will go and do it, and that is the dark, that's the devil energy, trying to stop twins getting together, so don't fall for that, right? I know, you know, I know twins can fuck you off and all that out there, but just, you do you. People are going to fucking do what they want to do. But, right, so, I don't know how to heal my trauma. I've been through, and I'm not looking for sympathy. No, listen, we're sharing. But I died a few years ago. Literally, thank God I was saved. What do you mean? That sounds like your Dark Night of the Soul. Yes, Charlotte. I mean, with you being, like, I know I say it all the time, but with you being a Pisces, full stop, Pisces soak up everybody's crap. But you know, have created, well, look, you got the boundaries one. I did think that when I pulled that. You always need to hear it as a Pisces. But with you having the Libra moon as well, these are two of the most kindest signs. And then I always say Cancer is as well. But that's, you're meant to go through that so that you can keep, you know, it'll be just always be like a massive lesson of yours to keep the balance. So these messages probably will always come through for you. And it's like me too. Like, again, I'm Aries, Sun, Sag, Moon, Scorpio rising, as most of you know. But where the Cancer and the Pisces is in my chart is really, you know, like, again, it's like, well, these energies are actually together in one of my houses. So it's like, oh, overload, like, on those. That's why on those moons, I'm like, fucking, like, you know, nobody's getting in my bubble. You know what I mean? That's when I'd spend more sort of time with my nieces or just myself, like, you know, just inwards. Right, okay, so I think it's happening possibly in its own way, but I'm going through an awakening and questioning all aspects of everything. Right, Danae, that's how I say it. You feel like, so first of all, do you feel like you're a twin flame? I mean, you can just tell I'm dying to be like, you're a fucking twin flame. If you're on here, you're a twin flame. But do you feel like you're on the twin flame journey? And also, love you and your vulnerability, Claire. Oh, thank you. I take it that's when I was upset. I'm just wondering if you're you must be like, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're newly awakening, I mean, do you know of anybody that you've got strong feelings for? I'm like, you can tell when I'm just like, all these things are going through my head and I want to spit them out. Anyway, welcome. I hear you. I know what you're going through. Right, okay, so, love hook. While we've been on the live, I had a friend message me that I haven't heard from in ages, asking me to pull cards for that. Quite cheeky, eh? What was it? Just like, go and pull a few cards for me? I don't like that shit. Honestly, I don't. That triggers me. Shame is the dream killer, because shame, or the possibility of shame, amplifies our fear of fear, keeps us from contributing, and shortcuts our willingness to explore. I love that. I might need to put that on a fucking website when I get around to doing one. But it's kind of like, I made it ages ago and I just have never wanted to publish it. So basically, that's coming. That's been coming for about 5 years. But seriously, I know what I'm doing there. Like, it's when certain things happen in the world, it's like fucking published. Seriously, people ain't ready for that yet. Yeah, I feel that is about those of you and predominantly in divine masculine energy. And again, if you are like the divine feminine, you still have masculine energy too. It's that kind of whatever you've been shamed for in the past from whoever around you. The consequences of that would be so bad that it's like the fear. I can actually, whoever this is, I'm tapping into like the fear of. Do you know what it's reminding me again? It's reminding me of the fucking flatmate that burnt the pot. And I was like, look, it's not the fucking end of the world. Do you know what I mean? Christ. Do you know what I mean? Just tell the truth. But that's what I learned from that. And that's why I told that story. And let's fucking hope and pray to God she's not watching. But I'd like to think I'm doing the story justice, because nobody knows who the fuck that is. I had tons of like randoms that stayed with me in those flats, and they were all lovely people. I mean, some of them. I mean, I was ready to say some of them are a bit fucking weird. Some of them were. I'm not even. It's fine. That was. They'll not be watching. It's fine, right? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, all jokes aside, I did say, like, that, like, she must have got in really big fucking trouble when she was wee or something. Like, that shit doesn't come from nowhere. Right, okay. Putting the kids to bed. If you're off, thank you. Been lovely to see you and connect with you. Yes, thank you. Right, I'm just going to pull you one more from those herbal cards. Oh, by the way, I just seen the worthiness card and I saw the soulmate card. Just saying. Oh, look, mother healing. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. So if there isn't any feelings towards your actual mother, it's about you healing as a mother or your divine feminine energy. And music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. My twin is a Pisces and I'm a Scorpio. Oh, so you do know that you're a twin. So did you find us through the twinny flamey content then? The tribe is growing, the soul fam. That's a lot of water going on. That's a lot of feelings. So wait a minute, right. We need to, I love this, right? We don't, every now and again this happens. So, what one do you think you are? Are you the divine feminine or the divine masculine? And also, like, the reason I ask that, right, is because I think I'm going to get a lot of folk in the future coming to this channel that they feel like, as a woman, so you go with that, like, they'll be like, oh, I have to be the divine feminine because I'm the woman. But like we see around here, that's not the case around here. Like, it's actually makes more sense to most people that tune in here that they're the women or the divine masculine. Which again, it's weird because it's not. I'm not saying I'm the divine masculine and my twin is the divine feminine. It's just because again, I mean, I questioned that over the years as well. As like, is that what's fucking going on here? It's complex because again, I have went through every part of the divine feminine journey. Trust me, because like I'm the one that hasn't, well, I've been single for 20 years and like devoted, like when I didn't fucking need to be. Like, that's what I was like, you know, that is what is annoying. Like, it is just that's the way my soul chose to be. Like, I just don't, like, I don't know, I've not got a wondering, like, it's not even a wondering eye when I'm not even fucking with my but you know what I'm saying? It annoys, there's a bit of it that annoys me, but it is who I am. But I know that in my life I have been in very divine masculine energy, and like I was saying, I feel I was in divine masculine energy when I met my twin, and yeah, so actually he must have been in the other energy. But then I would say that is, yeah, because he's a good looking guy, so he attracts birds like magnet, or he did then, I don't know right now, but like, I still will. But it's, you know what I'm saying, it's like, it's kind of complex, but basically what I'm saying is, like, get away from my shit. It's like, a lot of, no, I suppose they do want me to talk about that. A lot of men have got that a bit fucked up. Like, they are attracting people to them and being too passive. And that's what fucks up the whole sort of feminine masculine thing. And that's complex, because that is be like, you know, the woman is meant to be divine feminine and the man is the divine masculine. And if they're not in that and they're being too bad, then it muddles up the energies. But that's not the same as those. So don't confuse that with the people that know you are meant to be the man that is the divine feminine and the woman is your divine masculine. So that's what I'm just trying to work out for Danae right now. And I don't want to just assume that because everybody for the past, I'm being sarcastic, everybody for the past forever is always that way, because you might be the one woman that turns up that, but I'd say because you just feel like you're newly awakening, that sounds like you are the divine masculine energy. So, you know, does your twin know of this connection? God, it's a head fuck at times, eh? You can tell I'm like, oh God, my fucking mind's going now. By the way, did I do everyone's cards? No, I've not done yours today. Who else? Was there someone else here before? Charlotte. Oh shit. Shannon, are you still here? I've just fucking I've floated off in a bubble somewhere. Yeah, actually, no. If it was 3 years ago, you still could be, you could just be a newly awakened divine feminine, and that's the divine masculine. But I mean, maybe you don't want to talk in here. I'm way behind on the video, maybe like 4 minutes. Well, I'm sure nothing exciting happened in the 4 minutes. Yes, thank you for sharing that, Nathan, so that some people get the gist. And like I say, you know, with you, it's like that. I mean, I can feel that, you know what I mean? And I think they argue about it with folk. It's just, I like that honesty. I don't know. Well, tell me a wee bit about, like, I don't know. I know it is I know you might not want to do that because we're on a public platform, but I mean, I do create a sacred space around this, and I mean, it is only an hour in, but I mean, you know, yeah, it's up to you. I mean, because there is all that option as well, that if you know, because you've just found, if you want to have the 30-minute free Zoom as well, you know, if there's anything that is private that if you want to sort of, I don't mean tonight, like, because I can't even order that, but just, you know, email. But like, if you don't mind sharing on this, like, what have you and your twin ever had a conversation about it? I think I might be the feminine for sure, because I'm pretty feminine and he's so successful. Ah, right, yeah. So do you see how I was kind of feeling into that? And it was like, because I'll be getting thrown conundrums as well. And I did say that I do feel like I'm going to start attracting, it's particularly when Nathan started talking, and you could see how much there was, you know, you just, a lot of the things you say, it's, well, it's what I've either been in or it's what I'm still in. Depending on the day, really, I suppose. So I did sort of feel, Nathan, when you were talking more, that I was going to be attracting a lot more people. So, I mean, does it seem like he's still fast asleep, Denny? I don't like using these terms like awake and fast asleep, but it's what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. It's reminding me of that in Limitless again. What is it he says? I was once blind, but now I see. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that's what everyone's spiritual awakening's like. It's just fucking way more intense when you're a twin flame. I think I might be, yeah, I just read that bit. My story may be different, but I'm telling you, it's real. No, Denny, trust me, I've not read the rest of that sentence, but you've no idea how many times I've heard that over the past 8 years. All twin flame stories are different, magical, unique, and amazing. But when you've heard so many of them, which, by the way, I know it sounds like I get bored of them. I don't get bored of them. I love it. But no, it's there's a common theme amongst all of them. It's weird. It's like they're so different and they're not, to me. But it's only because that is my bird's eye view of, because I only help twin flames and I've heard so many. So it's nothing. Literally nothing surprises me. My story may be different, but I'm telling you it's real. I've lived and been through love, but nothing like this. Yes, exactly. Well, clearly you are a twin flame. That is, we believe you. We believe you. There's folk that are going to think we're all fucking crazy out there, but we don't give a fuck. Right. Yes. Birds of a feather flock together sometimes, and that's definitely how I feel about my life, Danae, so I do believe you. I've been through more than most, yeah. And the thing is, like, even people that have watched my journey the whole time that think I've been through a lot, that's literally scratching the surface. Like, I'm Pluto and Scorpio conjunct my rising, you know what I mean? It's like, you don't get to know everything that happens in my life, do you know what I mean? But, yeah. I've been through a lot too. But again, it's like, you know, I've went through that whole sort of feeling sorry for me. And I'm not saying you're there, but it's like, I've went through that whole, yeah, feeling sorry for myself, victim mode, or being the person that's like, oh, I'm helping everybody else all the time and they don't help me back. But again, that is kind of true, do you know what I mean? But I have, thank God, I do have people around me, and I've needed it a lot this year as well, actually. Like, we all need it all the time, but it's like, I do have people around me that I'll allow to help me back, but it's people that I trust in my life, you know, and everybody else, it's like, yeah, basically I know who those people are to me, and that's very Scorpio. That is very, I'm Scorpio dominant, so and Pluto rules my chart, so it's not kind of trust no one, but it's be very extra discerning who you trust. Yes, he knows, but we don't. I hear you on that one. Love. Yes. Yes, well that was good timing, wasn't it? Love and compassion. He knows what I'm just It's fucking awkward, isn't it? He knows, but we don't talk about it. Whew. He knows, but we don't talk about it. Okay, what can we... Oh, Christ. Does he tune into the Twin Flame channel? Get him on. I'm going to do some couples counselling Zooms. I'm just going to get 2 Twin Flames and be like, look, for fuck's sake, we all know what's going on here. You know what I mean? Oh. Right. Why have I picked up the love cards? Danae, you're the person that hasn't had... Oh, no. Is Shannon still here? Shannon, if you are still on or you watch this later, I'll probably put in the community tab or that. I will pull you a card. I'll do it now. She did say yeah, didn't she? I'll just do it now, right? And then I'll do yours, Danae, because I don't like that Shannon was here. And who's this for? Who's this for? Soulmate, this is the Twin Flame card in this deck. Soulmate relationship. New romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. So that was round the wrong way. But there's no mistakes here. But I think that's just, well, I don't think, I know that is just confirming what you were just saying. That you both know, but you don't talk about it. Just, I'm not meaning to laugh, it does just make me laugh. It makes me laugh. Right, so, no, he's not asleep, I know, but it's not acceptable due to, oh. Listen, I'm letting the gossip doll, but that sounds juicy. You need to get on a Zoom. I'm like, what career could you have that's not? What do you mean? What do you mean? There must be other shit going on. I mean, don't tell us in the public, like, tell me in private, but I'm like, there must be other shit going on. What's the big fucking deal? Right, okay, so, that's what I mean. There's always, that's the one thing I know, there's always a fucking mystery. There's always a fucking mystery. Got a fucking secret family, they've got a secret wife, they've got a secret job, they're in the FBI, they're in the Secret Service. They've just secretly loved you for a long fucking time and never told you. What else could the secret be? But there's always a fucking secret and a mystery. You gave me chills, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Welcome to the family. Right, okay, so. I bet you every one of them that I just channeled is true for someone. Seriously. Like, you know, the different, well, hopefully not fucking one person, but all of them will be, yeah. Right. Can I use the, wait a minute, I'm going to do one for Shannon, and then, right, what does Shannon need to know? And I'll find it when I watch this craziness back. Have faith, Shannon. Your prayers are manifesting, remain positive, and follow your guidance. Because if I'm not mistaken, I feel Shannon's been on the twin flame journey a very long time as well. And she hasn't commented for, I mean, sorry, I've done this before, but you had commented for quite a while before you commented tonight. But whenever you've commented before, I really feel your comments too. You know what I mean? It's like I feel the pain and the very poignant comments you've left before. And I feel them. I feel them. So yes. So have faith, and I hope that soulmate spiritual union card was for you, but for all of us. And mother healing, look, there's that again. See the same cards coming up. Mother healing, as your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. So whoever's resonating with that, but I'm meaning these for Shannon, it can literally be that, or it's about you healing that side of you that, like, nurturing yourself about it's okay to receive, and you're loved, and you're safe, and you're held, and make time to relax. Yeah, this is very divine feminine. Be still and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care, like Empress mode, you know what I mean? Right, okay, so we've talked, but it's not talked about. Yeah. I mean, sometimes that's just the kind of situation, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's been that long of mine, I mean, it's just, it would never have been a, yeah. Very fucking awkward if I think. Anyway, I'm just like, it's just, it's still very fucking awkward, isn't it? It's still very fucking awkward. Right, so, can I pull the love cards for you? It's just one of these things that it's like, you don't really need to talk about it, you just know. And that's why I'm always suspicious of, like, when people are confused about who their twin flame is, you know, because it's different if it's people, like, you know, that term wasn't widely used everywhere. Because there's a whole other different wave of people that are trying to make themselves a twin flame because it's a cool, trendy thing. And they're no real twin flames, you know what I mean? Because you can just tell, because if they've given up 5 minutes after thinking, that's what, I know I say this all the time, but again, I'm in sassy mode when it's a Leo moon, right? I've got the hiccups. The people that leave comments on thank Christ it's not my videos, but the people that leave comments on other people's videos like, I'm moving on now, he's not called me for 6 months. It's like, my God, like, I feel for you. If you're a true twin flame, I feel for you. And you've not been through the initiations and the rings of fire yet. But mostly I'm like, it's because you're not a twin flame. So yeah, move on. Like, actually find someone else, because that's probably just somebody that's not your twin flame. Because you'll know. When it's your twin flame, it's like you might not have physically seen them for like say some people it's like a decade. Some people it's decades, by the way. So fucking be glad if you're, not one of them. And some people, occasionally, like, you might have people like Nathan, like, it feels like you do, so you obviously must live quite close, that you're in a scenario where you might go months without talking, but then you do see each other. And like I say, I just feel like that would be hell on earth, to be honest. Like, I really couldn't have done it that way. So obviously my soul didn't choose to do it that way. Roller coaster, yeah, it'd be it's a roller coaster anyway, fuck that. Do you know what I mean? Highs and lows, addictive relationships, pleasure, pain, hot and cold, emotionally unavailable, non-committal, and heartbreak behind it. Intense sadness, grieving, loss, separation, regrets, betrayal, crying, and mourning. Fucking hell, that's all the shitty ones. Right, so, it's for me because I'm here, right. Twin flame moments where she loves you for being a great guy, yet she won't admit it and runs away. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, please no, I'm not laughing at you when I keep laughing. I'm just like, I just have to sort of check in with myself. So I would just change it to...